You're having a wonderful start to your Wednesday. Now, first this hour, there's been another major development in the race for Benjamin Šeško's signature.
Yeah, we understand there's now a growing feeling the RB Leipzig striker wants to join Manchester United in what could be another major blow to Newcastle's striker search.
Now, both clubs have submitted offers over the last 24 hours, but there is no club-to-club agreement yet with either of them. Now, as things stand, Manchester United's offer, worth an initial £65 million plus £8.9 million in add-ons to Leipzig, is less than Newcastle's second bid. Newcastle have tried everything to get a deal done. However, it appears the players' desire is to go to Old Trafford. It was thought United would not make a formal offer unless they got a clear indication Sesko wanted the move. Now, according to Sky in Germany, Leipzig are currently internally discussing and evaluating the Newcastle and Man United offers and their structure.
It really depends on whether neither club's prepared to offer any more, and then ultimately, if the terms are the same, then we're going to talk, figures in terms of wages as well. So, it's certainly an intriguing one.
What a lovely position for Benjamin Šeško at 22, not even a quarter of the way into his career, to have two such clubs chasing him. I mean, one offers cash and cachet, as it were, in Manchester United, biggest club in the country, and he can see the project that Ruben Amorim is trying to build there and drag them out of this slump they've been in pretty much since Ferguson left. Or he can go and be an absolute idol on Tyneside as their centre forward if Isak does move to Liverpool.
We heard Henry there mention bringing United back to former glories, while Manchester United haven't had much success with strikers going back to the summer of 2017. Signings include the likes of Romelu Lukaku, Edinson Cavani and Cristiano Ronaldo, whilst Odin Igalo and Wout Weghorst joined for a short spell on loan. Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee are still at the club.
The impression I get from the people I've been speaking to is that Sesko has preferred a move to Old Trafford all the way along. And that from RB Leipzig's point of view, they've been waiting for Manchester United to reach the level of bid that Newcastle have made. They haven't quite done it yet. They're still some distance off it, 5-10 million euros, depending on the exact figures. But it's pretty clear that he would rather go to Old Trafford, and I think that leaves Newcastle in a very, very difficult position.
Currently, clubs have spent big money on strikers so far this summer. If a deal can be reached and Šeško does get his preferred move to Manchester United, it'd be the second biggest deal in that position so far. And there are still question marks over Alexander Isak's future.
I still think they're in a pretty strong position because, of course, all along, Newcastle have maintained that they didn't want to sell Isak, and obviously he's now made it quite obvious that he wants to join Liverpool. But for a start, Liverpool have got to offer more money to Newcastle, and they've got to get a replacement lined up. So I don't think Newcastle are going to find themselves in a situation where they don't have an Isak or a Sesko. I think that they'd feel pretty comfortable up there at the moment.
We can't afford to keep losing players. We can't afford to keep finishing second in a two-horse race. We've got to finish first. And the way they've gone in for Sesko with the second bid, which to try to blow Manchester United out the window, is so reassuring to me, because that's the only way to get this guy. If you want him, you've got to pay the dough. And if you pay the dough and you need a few quid back, Isak to Liverpool will give you the few quid back. Don't lose Sesko because you haven't given them an extra 5 million when you're going to get the same plus another 30 million off Liverpool. Don't lose them.